Hello CMS students, welcome to my channel. If you new here, please like, share, subscribe. This is the exclusively for CMS students. It will be for self-study students, so no need to further waste our time. So let's jump into today's topic. Today's topic is direct session mock test, completely practice questions. So previous year question paper and model paper same like this, just practice. So we will practice here 100 marks here. So hopefully we understand. So let's no need to further delay. So let's jump into the topic. Today's we will complete direct taxation question number 1. This is mock test series with complete how to handle same like this model examinations also, even the main examination also. Pattern never change. Once this is the basic funnel question papers, the answers, questions and answers will be different. Is a question is one question and another will be, so another answer will be different. So it's a nature. So let's jump in the topic. So the most appropriate the alternative from the following. This is the question one, number 1A. So whenever you write the examination, first of all write the question and then subtopic like this, 1 or B sub C like this. This will be very very important for examination. It will be more concern about the examiner to get a good marks. So let's jump into the topic. So we calculate and answer will be calculated like this. So this is the introduction part. So let's stop into the main topic. So direct taxation mock test series 1 start. So be careful, listen, watch and every point. If any doubts, comment below. Like, share, subscribe if new here. So first question number 1, choose the most appropriate alternative from the following. Mr. X, 63 age, a resident India, paid for himself through an account of paycheck health insurance premium 2,10,000 5 years in lump sum on 28/3/2020. The eligible amount of deductions under section 80D. So eligible amount of section under section D. So he is eligible under section 80D. So what is the calculations here? Addition for the assessment year 2020. So lump sum. So lump sum, whenever lump sum is calculated, 2 lakhs stand amount, insurance premium amount divided by number of years, we get 4,42,000. So 42,000 is the right answer. So 4,42,000. So choose the what is the correct option here. Choose the correct options given in the below. So like that model and question paper in online examination given like this. So we need to practice more question papers given already in the institute materials, institute website. So go through and practice your practical problems. It will be more benefit for you. So lump sum is calculated directly in insurance premium or total number. So 2,10,000 divided by 5. So 5 years Ital is so 42,000. So this is the applicable same pattern will be applicable for examinations also. So no need to any anxiety and aggressiveness of thinking about anything. So its pattern never will change. Model once institute release, so it will be continuous. So understand the methodology is very very important in the taxation to get a good mark and clear. So Ramesh T acquired a motor car 6,20,000 on 30th 2019. The company is engaged in manufacturing in India. The amount of depreciation allowed on such motor car would be rupees. So here options given. So 30th 2019 50% depreciation of to allowed a motor car, that is 6,20,000 divided into 1,500 into 15%, that is I will contract. So 6 lakhs we can also write 6,20,000 just working. So 15%. So 93,000. So 93,000. So this is the two topics. Let's choose the option A. So select option A like this. Simple. Next. So question number 3. When the total income of a non-resident individual exceed or rupees 100 lakhs, the amount of surcharge payable on income tax would be. So as per the surcharge, income tax would be 100 lakhs. 100 lakhs means 1 crore. So 1 crore is 100 lakhs equal to 1 crore. So 10%. So provision has been, this will be provision as per the basic concept. If you understand the basic concept, it will be more score at least 10 to 10 marks, at least 10 marks. Institute weightage is 10 marks. We at least approximately 6 or 7 marks in the basic concept chapter. So next, fourth one, when individual, this is the almost understand the concept. An individual deducted the filling of a return on 31st March, 31st October, office rent of rupees 50,000 per month throughout the previous year 2019-20, and no tax was deducted at this source. The amount of expenditure to be allowed. So in the previous year we changed it, just the years are changed and provisions a little bit. So in this tax no changes taken by the budget. So just I will understand just 2021. 2021 is the previous year. So assessment year is 19, 21 and 22. 21, 22 is the assessment year. So simple. Here previous year is 2021 is the previous year. For this 21 and 22 is the assessment. This is the assessment year where previous year is taxable here. In this year taxable, previous year is the previous year income is taxable here. So 2021 is the 1920, 2019 and 20 year it is. This is the previous year of this 2020, 2021 and 21. This is the clarification of assessment. The year which is income earned by the assessee, it will be taxable for next assessment year, that is April 1st. They starting with the April 1st 2021 to 2022 31st March 31st March 2022. This is the assessment year. Further relevant, previous year 2021. So previous year also ends with that March. Previous year starts with April 1st to March 31st. So this is the income tax year. So it will be continuously change the year. So 2021 April 1st and 2022 and end March 31st is the assessment year. So previous year is same like this. Previous year 31st, previous year opposite 31st March 2021, 20 April 1st 2020. This is the previous year. Hopefully you understand what is assessment year and what is assessment year and what is previous year. So an assessee income earned in the previous year, he can be taxable under the next assessment year followed by year. So that is called after clearing the assessment year. So where the income is earned is taxable under the assessment year 2021, like this. A year will be changed according to the calendar year. So this is the basic formula. April 1st appear and the previous year closed with March 31st and opens with the new assessment year opens with April 1st to ends with the March 31st is the assessment year. That is the deadline for every taxpayer. Pinches is the tax liability on the assessment year, relevant assessment year, refill the returns to the department. That's it. Let's jump into the question. We clear the what is meant to assessment year, what is meant to previous year. So here it is, due to the filling of the office on 31st October 31st, only you get the 6 months. So 12 months into total paid, less tax deducted. So tax deducted at source is 1,80,000 as per the provision. So this provision will be same. This provision will be not changed now onwards. So no need to change. So let's deduct. So no, there is no tax deducted at source. Read the question, understand the question. If you understand the question, it will be easy for you. So read the tax, less 4,20,000. That is the amount. So option is A. That's it. Simple. Next, fifth question. Akhil is a resident employed in ABC Limited, India company. A gross annual salary income of rupees 2,60,000. The standard deduction available under 16 subsection 1 under 16. So here it is under 16. This is the salary less salary. So amount rupees amount rupees 50,000. It also not changed. Today's assessment year amendment. So amendment it will not be changed. So it will be same provision will be applicable for the upcoming examinations. So whenever this question is given, so we need to answer the 50,000 according to the standard deduction. Annual salary income 2,60,000. So it will be deducted to under 16 subsection 1. 50,000 is the standard deduction. So we deducted annual sums question and then find that total salary income. That's simple. So next question here it is. So this will be provisions also will be changed. The shares in unlisted companies in order to be treated as a long-term capital asset should be held in a minimum period of 24 months immediately prior of date of transfer. Within the 1 year we can calculate it as a short-term capital gains. Over the 12 months, that is 24 months is the capital. Long-term unlisted companies should be treated as a long-term capital assets. This is not listed companies, unlisted companies. When the listed companies we calculate it as a long-term capital gains within 12 months, that is 1 year. Simple. This is provisions in the which go on through the institute material full length theory. So shares in unlisted companies in order to treat it as a long-term capital should be held at a minimum period of 24 months for the period of date of transfer. So A is the answer. So A is the answer. Next. So artificial judicial persons are those interests. So artificial judicial, it is legal provisions. So we need all the above. So it all the above which are not natural process. It's a not natural process. It's separated by the entity by the constitution of law. May be directly sued by the court. Yes, right. That is all the above. So all the above is the answer. It will be same question. It will be same matter. Just read the institute material. Its same length questions will be copied on the question paper. That's it. No need to take the other questions. Take my study material as per my opinion, and my opinion is concerned. Same pinch of, as per the pinch of salt is given, the material is as it is. Questions will be coming on the institute examinations question paper, either mock test paper or online, whatever questions will be. It will be category as the given in the institute material questions only. So if you read very well at least 1 or 2 times as per your wish, if you understand the institute material, it will be more benefit for you to clear the CMA profession, whatever profession it will be. That's it. So no need to elaborate that one. So we continue here to 8th question. Mr. Manoj incurred a medical expenditure of rupees 1,20,000 in respect of disease specified in the Rule 11DD. This Rule 11DD. So what is the Rule 11DD? Rule 11DD for his father aged 66 is a senior citizen. So 66 over 66 or 60 we income tax, but income tax is concerned we calculated senior citizen who is totally dependent on him. The amount of eligible deduction from the gross total income is, so gross total income would be rupees, what will be say. So the is as per the rule number 11DD keys, rupees the maximum amount of deduction shall be deducted enhanced to 1 lakh as per the deduction under section 80DDB. In respect of medical, he is a medical expenditure, so medical treatment, he is a senior citizen, we calculate as a 1 lakh. So 1 lakh C is the answer. So when Mr. Ashok earned long-term capital gains of rupees 1,80,000 on sale of listed assets, so his total income being 12 lakhs. So total income. So long-term capital gains, what would be long-term capital gains? So long-term capital gains according to the 112A, exemption is 1 lakh up to 1 lakh. So up to 1 lakh. So here it is, he earned only sale of listed assets. So he earned 1,80,000. So out of 80,000, so he earned 1,80,000. So remaining 80,000. We calculated 10% is the very important. These provisions also not change. So same years only. So 10% we calculated how much 8,000. So now we got, so long-term capital gains we cannot take it as a rebate under section. We cannot take it as a long-term capital gains. Whenever long-term capital gains we cannot calculate it as a rebate. So rebate we don't calculate it. So absolutely nil. Only we calculate cess. So cess is 4%, cess and higher education cess we got 8,000, that is 320. So total is 80320. So answer is 80320. Like this. Remember it. Just blindly. Long-term capital gain when the sale of assets, whatever sale is assets or debentures, what is calculated. So we calculate over the exemption limit. 1 lakh is the exemption limit. We calculate over the amount 80,000 into 10%. 10% is the maximum exemption. So okay, next. 10th question is same question. I repeat right again. Mr. Seshan received a loan of rupees 2 lakhs from Seshan Trading Limited, which is the company which has he has 35% on equity shareholder. 35%, so 35% as a equity shareholding with the voting power. So with the voting power, the accumulated profits of due date of loan is rupees 10 lakh. The amount of tax ignorance tax payable on such loan would be rupees 30% by the company. So 30% by the company, what will be the answer? So 30% by the company, so B is the answer, because he has voting rights. 20% is voting rights, so power less power, that is 30%. So that is the pattern we understand. Next, match the true or false. So statement whether the following statements are true or false. So income from sales are derived from nursery agriculture land to the agriculture land is an agriculture income. Yes, this statement is true, because whenever sales agriculture income is sold on the same land, so it will be taxable. Unobserved depreciation we carried for according to 32 subsection 2. According to 32, so refer this paragraph for full details. So is the number of 8 years? No, false. This statement is number of years, not a assessment year. It is in a continuous carried forward number of years. So for full length, it is referred to 32 subsection 32. Unobserved depreciation be carried forward. Maximum period of 88 assessment year is 32 subsection 2. This says for full length or what is unobserved depreciation. So go through that this para section 32 and subsection 2. Section 2, section 32, subsection 2, unobserved depreciation. For this statement is false because it is carried number of years, not relevant maximum period of 80 years. This statement is false. Cash gift of rupees 1 lakh received from uncle's son resident is taxable income from other sources. Yes, this statement is true. So cash gift is taxable. So this statement is true. So income from other sources. Yes, income from other sources is resident from uncle's son. So this statement is true. False. This statement is true. So a firm is the resident in India having total income of rupees 1,46,000 is eligible to claim the deduction under section D. Yes, this statement is false. He cannot be eligible for having total income of rupees 1,46,000. He eligible to claim deduction under section 80D. So under section 80D is 2 lakhs, 2,50,000. Under section what is the 80,000 is not claimed at 2,50,000. So he is not eligible for deduction as a firm of a resident in India. So only individual only is the category. Firms are not eligible for the deduction of claim. For adjusting brought forward classes current previous year income, one of the conditions is for adjusting brought forward business loss carrying current year business income. One of the conditions is such that such in business must be continued during the current year. The statement is false because business income only calculated on the same prior. So business loss will be calculated in the same current year, not must be continuous. So next, fill in the blanks. A resident in India age 62 who has received interest of rupees 12,000 from saving banks account and rupees 43,000 as the interest on bank deposit is eligible for deduction. So eligible for deduction. Eligible of deduction of rupees 50,000 is from his gross total income. So what is the total income? So 43,000 is the income plus 7,000. So 7,000 total 50,000 as per the provisions. So 12,000 is the interest. We need not to calculate that. So 50,000 minus 43,000. 7,000 is the Received interest bank deposits 12 plus 43,000. Eligible for deduction under the 50 rupees 50,000. So daily allowances of member of parliament is exempted. So an expenditure for cash payment is made by for sum of rupees exceeding rupees a single day. Single day dissolved by 40 A is a section for full length we discuss. So this is not a mathematical calculation, so we will note it. So go through that. Is section 40A class 40A class C class 3. So rupees 10,000. If the return of income of for assessment year 2021 it is not filed with the due date prescribed under section 139 subsection 1, such return can be filled on before dash provided for the assessment year is not completed. So this is the 31st. When the assessment is not completed, he is not a provide not completed 31st/3/2021. So 139 section we will discuss in deeply in the classes, separate videos. So the return can be filled before 31st/3. So whenever return will be calculated before the assessment year for the assessee. So maximum amount of an exemption under 10 subsection C 10 subsection 10C, that is called voluntary. The maximum amount of exemption under section 10 subsection C in respect of compensation which received voluntary rupees 5 lakh. These provisions will not be changed for June 2021 examination. Same voluntary retirement of rupees. As of now, institute did not release the supplementary. Whenever supplementary will be released, I will go through that. So as per the main institute study material, new study material is did not change 5 lakhs. I think the provisions also will not be changed. It will be the same applicable for June 2020 examination. So we move into the big most, that is question number 2 subsection 1 2.1, that is 2.1. Mr. Arun furnished the following details relating to the 3 house properties for Erode to Tamil Nadu let by him during the previous year 2099. So if you understand this problem, we can easily understand the house property income easily. We just study the theory for exam point. This will be enough. Mr. Arun furnished the following details relating to 3 house properties from Erode, Tamil Nadu let out by him during the previous 2029. So just amount will be changed 2021. I will just, this is the previous year for this assessment year. This is the previous year for this assessment year. So particulars, house 3 houses, 1 house 1, house 2, house 3. So here it is mentioned the particulars. That's the gross annual value 2,10,000, 3,30,000, 2,40,000. Fair rent rupees 2,40,000, 3,60,000, 3 lakhs. Standard rent rupees 2,20,000 minus nil. So minus nil. So let out property period, let out period months 9, 12, 11 given. Standard rent 2,20,000, nil, house 2, none. Actual rent receipt 1,70,000, 2,40,000, 3,30,000. So 3,000, 3,30,000. 3,30,000. Lease rent rupees dash. Interest on borrowing land is 1,05,000, 2,10,000. So nil municipal tax paid being 2 months for municipal value question. So we need to calculate that. 2 months for value is calculate municipal tax paid. Vacant during the month 1. So this is the particulars given for the 3 houses for Mr. Arun Erode from Tamil Nadu let out by him during the previous year 2021. So on the basis of our information, we are required to choose the correct options of the house income from house property 1, 2 and 3. We need to see the question. We will calculate what is the exactly answer. So hopefully, read the question to understand. So income from house property, Mr. Assessment for the assessment year 2021. So 21 and 22. You will need to calculate that working notes house property number 1. So provisions did not be changed, institute details same again. So first of all we calculated here house number 1. So house number 1 here it is. So gross municipal value. So here it is gross municipal value we calculated as per the provision is concerned. So what is the house property pro forma? First of all you understand the computation of house property. So what is the house property? House property computation we understand. If you understand this pro forma, you understand easily house property. That's it. This problem will be benefit for you to clear the house property income. So income from computation income from house property. First of all we calculated gross annual. So gross annual value minus municipal tax paid, that is equals to amount figure. So less that finally we get net annual value. We need to calculate at annual value. So net annual value. So less deductions under 24A B. Deductions under section 24BA. So deductions under 24A and B. So deductions under just a minute. Okay. So we see the what is how to calculate gross annual computation of gross computation of income from house property for the assessment year. It is for the 2021 to 2022. See the for the name here, Prem Mr. or some example here we calculate 21 and 22. So particular details amount. So what is the particulars here? Gross annual value. So less municipal tax. So just I mentioned here municipal tax, and then we calculated net annual value less deductions under 23. So provision 13% and interest borrowed by capital. Details amount we will finally income from house property. So normally income tax is charged on income. But under the heads of income from house property, tax is not charged on the rent and earned from the house property. So remember it, gross normally the income tax charged on income, but under the income heads of income house from house property, tax is not rented by the house property inheritance earning capacity. So let's compute this question. So first of all we calculated gross annual value. What is the gross annual value mentioned here of the house property? So gross annual value. So gross annual value. So computation of gross annual value. So first of all gross annual value. House I have taken into first house number 1. So gross annual value. So gross annual value. So gross annual value means how much? 2,10,000. So 2,10,000. So no less municipal tax. So here it is some fair rent, standard rent, let out period, actual rent received. So these are the very important. So compute whenever here it is calculated of. So whenever we calculated here we calculate these steps will be mandatory. Computation of gross annual value. So computation of gross annual value. So computation of gross annual value, calculated on reasonable accepted rent of the property being the higher of the following. So higher of the following, whichever is high. So whichever is high. So gross municipal value be fair rent value of the property. So here it is fair rent value is 2,40,000. So fair rent next B. So we calculated here A point and then B. Fair rent means here 2,40,000. So fair rent So where rent 2,40,000. So here it is whichever is high. So we property of being higher of the following. So property being higher of the following. So property being higher of the following, that is to fair rent is 2,40,000. But here it is some rules are calculated here. So here it is standard rent. They given the standard rent. So whenever standard rent is given, so we calculated only taken into the concern 2,20,000 is the gross annual value standard rent. So standard rent, here it is standard. Whenever standard rent is given, we calculated blindly or widely, whatever we call 2,20,000, we will take into the consideration. 2,20,000 is a consideration. So that is the 2,20,000 we calculated here. So I also calculated like this. To gross municipal value is 2,20,000. So 2,20,000. So 2,20,000. So 2,20,000. This is the gross and gross municipal value. So gross. So what is the performance? Gross annual value. So gross annual value. So gross annual value is. So gross annual value is 2,20,000. So 2,20,000, because whenever fair rent is not given, we calculated fair standard rent. Whenever standard rent is not given, we calculated both on whichever is high. Fair rent, either fair rent or gross annual value. Fair rent or gross annual value, whichever is high. So that is the answer. But higher is limited to standard. So we calculated gross annual value. So we calculated gross annual. So during this house, we in the year three vacants. So 2,20,000 into 2 vacant periods. So 3 months vacant here in this house number 1. 2,20,000 into 3. That is equal to 3 by 12. That is equal to 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs, no, 55,000. This is the vacancy period. So vacancy period for 3 months. Vacancy period for 3 months. So vacancy for 3 months. So actual rent is given here. So in here it is we calculated actual rent. Next actual rent is given. So actual rent is received. So actual rent is received at the 1,70,000. So at 1,70,000. So he separated from 3 months. So during the vacancy period, so we can add the answer. So 1,65,000. So 1,65,000. So adjustment figure for vacant period, actual rent 1,70,000. So 1,65,000. Whichever is high. So whichever is high, so actual rent is 1,70,000. So because 1,70,000 whichever is high. Step 2. That is the calculation. Now we will calculate municipal value, municipal tax. So now municipal tax. So municipal tax we will calculate on gross annual value. Municipal tax value, tax on gross annual value given in the figure. Because he received now 2,20,000, 2,10,000 into how much municipal tax paid during 2 months into 2 by 12, 35,000. 2 months paid municipal tax by rent is paid 2 months, that is equal to 2 by 12. Sorry, 2 by 12. 2,10,000 into 2 by 12, that is equal to 35,000. This is the municipal tax. So we need to find out the. So we calculate actual rent reserve. So whichever is high. Now we will calculate annual value. So annual value here it is. So 1,70,000. This is the gross annual value. Actual 35,000. Can you separate just one deducted here? That 1 lakh. So 35,000. Less standard deductions at the rate of 30%. So next we calculated, understand? So we calculated net annual value. So gross annual value is calculated based on municipal tax. Whenever standard rent, no fair rent, and no rent received, actual rent received. So what is meant by actual rent received? So any sum of receivable as the rent of house property for the previous year is an evidence for determining the earnings of capacity of the building. So earning capacity for the building, any sum of receipt. So in D of fact rent, that is actual rent received minus cost of amenity. Cost of amenity is municipal tax paid and something tax paid, rent and something that will be a cost of amenity, water facilities, water supply, like this. Tax point, while computing the actual rent receivable, outstanding rent shall be considered as a, that's why we calculated as a 2 months. That's why we calculated as a vacancy period. So vacancy period less, we calculated here. Gross municipal value will be, municipal value, it depends upon the metro cities, 10% charged as per the gross value income, that's it, 2%. So finally we calculate net deductions under section 24A and 24B, interest on borrowed capital. Next we see the standard rate of deduction 30%. Hopefully we understand so far over the students. So if any doubts, comment below. So 1,30,500. So 13,500. This figure is 1,70,000. So we subtracted minus. This is the actual rent received. So 1,70,000 minus 1,35,000. That is equal to 1,00,000. That is deduction 30%. That 45,000. So 1,000 less. This is the deduction under the 40,500. So finally we got for 40,500. This is after deduction. Deductions under 24A, 30% of this gross annual net annual value. So we need to calculate net annual value. Next to interest on borrowed capital. So interest on borrowed capital mentioned here. So interest on borrowed capital of rupees 1,05,000. So 1,05,000. So we subtracted. So 1,05,000 is the interest on borrowed less. How much is the deductions? 40,500. That is less 64,500. This is it. This is the actual house property income. No? Yes. No. We calculated net actual rent received, interest on borrowed capital calculated only on net actual rent received. So actual rent received how much? 1,70,000 minus 1,30,500. This is the net annual value. So net annual value. So net annual value. So this is, so gross annual value 1,70,000, actual rent received 1,70,000 minus 13,500. That is equal to, so 10 minutes. Don't confuse 1,70,000 minus 17,000 with 1,000. So interest on borrowed monies rupees, calculate actual rent received minus formula. This is the actual rent received minus annual value. That is 1,70,000. That is actual rent received. So actual rent received 1,70,000 minus net annual. So we calculate here after municipal tax. So 1,35,000. That is equal to 35,000. That into the rate of 30%. That is equal to 10,500. 10,500. And after deduction, standard deduction, that, so whichever is high, whichever is low. So whichever actual value, finally interest on borrowed 10,500. So 10,500. So less. So 35,000 for 30% municipal tax and go total we calculated here. So don't confusion, I repeat again. So gross municipal value is 2,10,000. Okay, first thing. So here it is fair rent given, so 2,40,000. So whichever is high, so we calculate 2,40,000. But here it is we calculated standard rent. So standard rent is, this is the gross annual value. Sorry, municipal value. Now gross annual value is 2,20,000 because standard rent is given. So standard rent we calculated here. And now standard rent is given. We blindly we calculated just whichever is 2,20,000. So during this year we 3 months is vacancy. So 2,20,000. So vacancy period is 55,000. 2,20,000 because standard here it is, we calculate 55,000. 2,20,000 minus 55,000, that is called gross annual value. So gross annual value 1,65,000. Adjustment figure vacancy periods. After that, adjustment figure is having figure for vacancy period. So 51 vacancy period. So here it is actual rent received. So actual rent received. So actual rent received is 1,70,000. So 1,70,000 equal whichever is high. So 1,70,000. So gross annual value 1,70,000 minus 1,60,000 whichever is high. So 1,70,000 whichever is, this is the actual rent received. So municipal tax calculated. Now municipal tax calculated. 3 lakhs to municipal tax calculated. Oh no. So here it is. Just see the pro forma here. So municipal tax will be calculated whichever is more. 335,000. So 1,70,000. So municipal tax value calculated. Net annual gross annual value. Gross annual value into how many period paid, because gross annual value he paid whenever the amount of municipal taxes. We do 2 months, so that is equal to municipal value. So 2 months out of 2,10,000, that is 2,10,000. 2,10,000. Gross municipal value is paid on only gross annual value. 2,10,000 into 2 by 12, 35,000. So 35,000. So whichever is high. So 1,70,000 is the subtracted. So we calculated 1,70,000 net annual value equal to whichever is high. So 1,70,000 minus 35,000, whichever is 1,70,000 is a net annual value. So net annual value we calculated here 1,70,000. So whichever is high. So whichever is high. So this is the gross annual value. So gross annual value minus now we calculated. So net annual value. So net annual value subtracted from gross annual value minus municipal tax. So that is equal to minus 35,000. This we calculated here. Municipal tax we calculated 1,35,000. So 1,35,000. So 1,35,000. This is the net annual value. So net annual value, find out it, 1,35,000. Okay, hopefully clear. First ever we calculate a gross annual values, or whichever is a standard rent or 5-year rent, whichever is high. But in case of a standard rent is given only, we taken into the standard rent is considered as a gross municipal value. Without fair rent, without standard rent, so directly we calculate gross annual value. After subtracting the municipal tax, we get a net annual value. Before we have actual rent received. So without actual rent received, directly we as per the performance. Simple. In case the actual rent received, so we subtracted from here. So actual rent received. So now we calculate standard deduction. Net annual value after 1,30,000. So 1 lakh standard deduction will deducted. So as what is the standard deduction under this 24A? So 30% of NAV. So NAV we calculated net annual value. So NAV on net annual value. So we calculate finally 1,35,000. So 1,35,000 into 30%. That is equal to 40,500. So 40,500 of NAV. So NAV will after 30,000 we got 40,500. So next we calculated interest on borrowing capital. Interest on borrowing capital. So interest on borrowing capital 1,05,000. So 1,05,000. So 1,05,000. So 1,05,000 interest on borrowings minus 40,500. So 40,500. So actual rent received, interest on borrowed capital, so less, so 40,500 is a deduction, so hopefully after net annual value, so 40,500 don't need to calculate, so 1,70,000 is actual rent, already actual rent received, so minus, so what is the net annual value? So net annual value 1,35,000. So 1,35,000. Now we calculated at the rate of, if you don't borrow into 30%, 10,500. 10,500 is the house property income of house 1. 10,500. So option A. So radio button, our radio button is option A. Put the radar. So next we move into the house number 2. Same like that. Gross municipal value 3,30,000, 3,60,000, whichever is high. No standard rent given 3,60,000. So figure adjustment after vacancy period 2,40,000, 3,60,000. Annual rent whichever is high. So less municipal value 555,000. So after deducting here municipal tax, after deducting municipal tax, we get the net annual value less deductions on 91,500 less net in annual value minus deductions 21,034, that is equal to 90,000. Total income property 21,3,500. 2,13,500. 2,13,500. 2,13,500. This is the total income of house property number 2. So total income of house property number 2, 2,31,500. So house number 3, gross same like this, vacancy period 3,30,000 less. Here it is some changes here when the house property interest on borrowing. So that is the reason we calculated here directly. Net annual value deduction 9,500. So 9,500. So we calculated directly net annual value 305,000. Whenever interest on borrowing net annual received. So he already received some amount from annual rent. So that's why we calculated whenever interest. Remembering first house property, house number 1, we calculated here 30,500, 5,000 minus 91,500. 2,13,500. 2,13,000 is the income. Whenever interest on borrowing is not available, we directly calculated from deductions. So in the previous previous case, we calculated here actual rent received minus net annual value. So that is the we calculated here. So interest on borrowed 1,05,000 minus 13,500 actual rent received. So if I calculate 35,000, that is equal to 30%, that 10,500. This is the in the total we calculated NAV. So total NAV is that 10,500 of the total house property income. Okay, hopefully like it. Same house number 3, to fair rent, there is no standard rent here. So here it is no standard rent given. So directly we calculate fair rent, whichever is high, 3 lakhs. So vacancy 2 lakhs, the actual rent received to the rest subtracted at annual value. So less municipal tax 2 lakhs. To municipal value is calculated only on 2,40,000 because whichever is high. That is case number. Okay, let's borrow 2,30,000. So let's borrow 2,30,000 here. So interest on by 2,10,000 borrowed. So let's subtracted like this actual rent received minus net annual value. So net annual value here 87,000 minus 2,10,000. 2,30,000 after less borrowed. So 2,10,000 minus 3,000. That is 7,000. So select the option, write option here. Write the option here. That was for 7,000. Write this. hopefully understood. I think you have understood so far these problems, and I think you understand. If you understand, please like, share, subscribe if you're new here. So like this we understand the house property income. Like this procedure will be calculated like this, and that's not, this procedure will not, that's it. You just study theory, understand, like this. This is the house property income. We clear. That's simple. See the problem. Next question number 3. A. Mr. Subramaniam is the chief financial manager. So 7,000 or less. What the question asked here is total income of house property, lease, land, lease. That annual value, total income. So we calculate like this: 19,200, 500. So okay. Steps to follow here. Once again briefly. Whenever we calculated house property income, remember these steps. First, gross annual value minus municipal value less, that is equal to net annual value, and finally subtracted deductions under section 24A and 24B. So 24B less. So gross annual value find out. We calculate a standard rent. Whenever standard rent is given, fair rent. So fair rent is discussing between the owner and owners and tenant. So fair rent, whichever is given, whenever is given. So standard rent we calculate it as a standard rent. In case the standard rent is not given, so we calculated gross annual value of fair rent. So in both not given, so we calculated gross annual value directly, municipal value we calculate subtracted on the how much the percentage amount will be, like this. In the previous video we discussed how many months we paid. That is municipal value is calculated on. So municipal value is calculated on gross annual value given in the remember given, not we calculated. Gross annual value given in the problem, not fair rent or standard rent. So that's it. So net annual value. So after that 30% is the provision. So this assessment year we calculated here. That's it. So next we move to the next problem.